I'm Jeff Philbin, and this is the show with ideas for dinner, or as we call them, Dinner Dias. Today, we celebrate the simple sandwich with a world sandwich champion, and a Mediterranean chicken sandwich, a chicken salad croissant, and ooh la la, the ultimate sandwich from our French friends, the Croque Madame. Bon appetit! Today, we're welcoming back Jennifer Daskovich to the Dinner Dias kitchen. She's the owner of Tampa barbecue restaurant, The Devil Pig, and owner of the title, World Sandwich Champion.
World Sandwich Champion!
Like, how much, like, look at this right here. Big old check for it, too. Come on now. What is the bragging rights? How much street cred do you get now?
It's kind of like the president, right? You never lose the title. So even though there have been other World Sandwich Champs since me, I will always be the
You're
World
always going to have that
Champ.
title, so it's like you're just like literally walking with Secret Service now, just going like, hey, we're protecting the sandwich. We're protecting the sandwich.
And they deserve protecting.
They do, because I love sandwiches, so I'm stoked.
And we're celebrating National Sandwich Day.
Yes, and absolutely. And later in the show, we're making your favorite sandwich of all
Croque
time,
Madame.
too. But before that, we're doing a roast chicken two different ways, correct?
Yes.
We're doing it for the Mediterranean sandwich with the garlic roasted chicken on the focaccia.
Yes.
With a fresh pesto. Toot toot. Roasted tomatoes and goat cheese, sounds delicious. And a chicken salad sandwich with cranberries, toasted almonds, all on a butter grilled croissant. Come on now.
I know. It's a little bit crazy, right?
It's a little bit. It's adventurous, though. So take us on this journey. What's the first step?
Well, so you hear all these secrets about the best chicken salad. Use rotisserie chicken. It makes your life really easy, but I find that it tends to be dry.
Okay.
So my favorite way to make chicken salad, or a chicken I need for anything, is to get bone-in, skin-on, very important, bone-in, skin-on chicken breasts. And with these 4 ingredients, with garlic, pepper, salt, olive oil, and then whatever herbs you have, you can make the best chicken. You just pop it in the oven 35, 40 minutes, instant read thermometer to 165, and you're good to go. And the beauty of it is, I do my oven roasted tomatoes the exact same way. So you can see there's really no recipe, right? You just kind of salt and pepper them evenly.
Okay. Now, why skin on? Why the bone for the chicken?
So when the skin is on, all that fat drips in and flavors the
Okay.
chicken, so it tends to stay super moist. And the meat on the bone just has more flavor.
Okay.
So, I mean, there are debates. Oh, you need to poach the chicken, steep the chicken, use a rotisserie chicken to make your life easy. But I just like oil, salt, pepper, and look at this. Very loosey-goosey, right? No recipe, and you pop them both in the oven. The tomatoes cook for about 25 minutes.
Okay.
I keep these in my fridge at all times.
They're a staple, it sounds like.
Like a pickle. I make pickles, keep them in my fridge. I make the tomatoes, keep them in my fridge. They both go in the oven at the same temp. This cooks 25 minutes. I put this one on the top because you don't want chicken dripping on your tomatoes. Chicken goes on the bottom.
All right, perfect.
In the same oven, and you're good to go.
Perfect. While these hop into the oven to join us in the celebration of the sandwich, you can get Jennifer's recipes for her trio of favorites at our website, dinnerdias.com. Scan the QR code to get there to our site where you can watch any episode of the show again. Maybe you want to watch Jennifer's first appearance where she made her lamb shake dinner party. I'm telling you, that's a winner, and it's waiting for you, my friends. Like, this is waiting to hop into the oven. Can I help you with this?
Yeah,
part?
let's pop it in the oven.
Boom.
There we go. Chicken on the bottom, tomatoes on top.
All right, perfect then.
There we go. Perfect.
Turn this that way too.
Awesome. So we'll see those a little bit later, but my secret to pesto is make a lot of it at once because you don't want to have to make it. And what I have found, not when I make pesto from garden fresh basil, because when I do that, you don't need this stuff. But if you're buying more kind of commercial hardy basil, it tends to be a little bit tough. It tends to be a little bit bitter. It blackens out very quickly. So as quickly as this is boiling salted water, and as quickly as I put the basil in here, actually, I'm going to take it out. So we're literally doing a true blanch.
Okay.
And this will help lock in the color. I also added a little bit of spinach in there, but look, you can already see how bright green it is.
Now, what was the purpose for adding the spinach?
The spinach, I like to get nutrition in it for people that don't like veggies. Also, it stays greener and helps a more vibrant color.
Sneaky, Jennifer.
I know. Can you smell this, though?
I like
flavor?
it. I like it. It's kind of like what we do with, like, the kids sometimes. You have to add the vegetables in some other way to it. So, like, this is for the adults. We're adding spinach into it then.
Yes.
Come on now.
And it makes it easier to process too because it shrinks it down.
Wonderful.
So then I just have these paper towels and then I'm gonna just dry it off.
Mm-hmm.
So you wanna turn that stovetop off for me? We
I
can
can
stop
do
the
just
water. So if you have a salad spinner, you can put it in a salad spinner, but you don't need to do that. You can just dry it off with paper towels, get that extra liquid out.
Sure.
And then we're ready to pop that in.
And it doesn't have to be bone dry.
No.
It can have still some level
A teeny
of
little
moisture.
bit. You'll just add less olive oil
Okay.
at the end.
Okay.
Okay, so then the great thing about pesto is it's all done in a food processor. I already grated the Parmesan cheese. I tend to like chunkier cheese in my pesto. Some people like it a little bit more fine.
Okay.
But I've got the 2 cloves of garlic.
Okay.
I toasted up some pine nuts. You'll see in the recipe I use a tablespoon of olive oil so they don't get kind of burnt really easy because they can burn.
Always, like, kind of, for pine nuts. What happens if you don't like pine nuts? What happens if you're allergic to nuts?
Well,
what can you do there?
That's a great question. If you're allergic to nuts, leave them out. You can always toast pine nuts for people to put on top. So that's no problem at all. Walnuts are a great substitute and they're a lot less expensive. Pine nuts tend to be very, very expensive. So you don't want to break the bank making pesto.
Sure.
Sometimes I do a combination of both pine nuts and pesto. But you can see how easy, right? This step took a teeny bit of time to heat the water, but boom. And I'm gonna add more later if I need it. But you can already see, look at how bright green that is, right?
Absolutely it is.
Whoa, hello. I did that earlier too. So blanching it gives it kind of a more emerald color, and then it's gonna stay fresher longer, and then I'm gonna show you a trick when we get back after we finish mixing it with the cheese to make pesto last a long time.
And it looks as though we took a little shortcut with garlic.
Oh, thank you. This is one of my favorite things. Find this in your store and buy it. Doesn't matter what brand. Life is too short to peel garlic. This makes it so easy. You can use it in absolutely any recipe. So if you have garlic and pepper and salt and olive oil and herbs, you can do potatoes, you can do chicken, you can do tomatoes, you can do anything.
The base for everything to kind of start working with.
Those should always be
kitchen.
in your pantry. You bring any protein or vegetable and you have a delicious meal.
You can do that. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, how to turn the chicken we're roasting into 2 sensational sandwiches. Plus, Jennifer's favorite sandwich of all time. That's ahead on Dinner DeeAs. Welcome back to Dinner DeeAs. Joining me in the kitchen today is repeat offender Jennifer Daskovich. She's the woman behind Tampa barbecue restaurant The Devil Pig, and we've asked her to join us to celebrate the sandwich, which she's doing in style, bringing us a world champion sandwich special. Before the break, we roasted chicken. We're using not one, but 2 ways for a Mediterranean sandwich with a garlic roasted chicken on focaccia and a chicken salad sandwich on a butter grilled croissant. Now, health nuts, my friends, look away now because we're gonna heat these as nature intended. They're fried in butter, and I'm gonna help you with this piece.
That's awesome.
All right.
So when
sounds
your
good.
chicken comes out of the oven, it looks like this, and it's really easy just to peel the skin off, take the bone out, and chop it up like we have here.
Perfect.
So that pesto that we made, look how vibrantly green it is,
Absolutely
right?
beautiful.
So this is one of my favorite sandwiches. This sandwich is great for a picnic because you can actually make a big sandwich, wrap it, and then cut it at the picnic so everything stays fresh. And one of my things about pesto is it can be a chore to make. I have these silicone molds.
Okay.
I put the pesto in, I top it with a little bit of olive oil and freeze it, and then put them in baggies, and then we get home late from something, I want a nice pasta dinner, I just take that out, thaw it out, toss my pasta in it, and it's perfect.
I love that idea. You're economical with it, but why the size? Is there what's the reasoning behind?
I like this size versus a traditional ice cube tray because it's bigger, so that actually is a nice kind of size for my pasta.
So size matters on this one.
Size does matter.
All right.
Yes. So taste that chicken, how moist that is from
All right.
what we did earlier.
Come on now. Oh, come on now.
Isn't that delicious?
Now you're just toying with me on this.
It's easy to make. is made quicker than a trip to the grocery store. These are the beautiful oven roasted tomatoes that we did. Look at those. So we're just gonna put some of these beautiful tomatoes, and the extra juice is fine because it just flavors the sandwich.
Okay.
It's just really lovely.
Just that beautiful flavor that's coming through.
And again, those ingredients that we have, and look at all the bright colors, right? Oh, I just love
fun.
this sandwich. And the focaccia I bought in the store. I didn't make the focaccia, although you can make it. Life's too short sometimes to make bread.
I love it.
And then the goat cheese on top. And then look at how great this is. You put the top on. Now, if it was a really thick focaccia, I'd take a little bit of the innards of the bread out,
Sure.
but this one was the perfect size, and look at that.
It's perfect. And then you can quarter it up.
my gosh.
It's ready for the family to be able to have fun over at a picnic.
So should we do roast chicken part 2?
I think so. Let's see if these have got a nice
And
little
this chicken, Jeff,
beautiful crust here.
you just tasted it, how moist it is.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people do rotisserie, like I mentioned. This to me is the easiest, moistest chicken to do.
I love it.
So I'm not a huge mayo fan.
Okay.
But a lightly dressed mayo. The key is some lemon juice because it really adds some nice acidity to it. And this is the only mayo I use because it's creamy, it's delicious, it's southern.
It's the good stuff.
But look what the lemon juice does to it. It just makes it super nice. And then get the lemon seed out. So, oh my God, you did those so perfectly.
Thank you.
So I like a little less mayo on my chicken salad. I just toss it until it looks right. I need it with that amount of sauce. I need a little bit more chicken in
So
here.
it's the eyeball test.
It is
so
the
many
eyeball
ways.
test. And then it's really easy. 2 green onions, 2 celery sticks, chopped up, and you toss that in. I like a little fruit, a little sweetness in it, some
Okay.
dried cranberry. I toasted some almonds, but the great thing, once you have a great chicken salad base, is you can put anything you want in it.
I love that idea because for Jennifer's recipes with all the ingredients that you'll need, and as you've seen, it's not a lot. Get the
gonna grab
details
these,
on our
Tom.
website, dinnerdeas.com. Scan the QR code up on the screen, and it'll take you right there.
Now, I toss the croissants in a little bit of butter because it gives a base, so
Yep.
they say crunchy. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
And the great thing is, whatever ingredients you want, I put a little bit of arugula on the base of that.
Nice, nice.
And then look how beautiful.
Sits right on top there. That's
Sits right
another
on
crowd
top.
favorite that you could just bring out to the picnic and just.
All those ingredients on a butter toasted croissant. How can you go wrong
You
with that?
can't go wrong with that. That has like all the great flavors right there that you need. Everything is working right now
And
already.
you've got the textural contrast. You've got the moist chicken, the creamy acidic dressing. You've got the almonds and the cranberries.
Match made in heaven, 2 down, 1 to go as our sandwich celebration continues. And when we come back, Jennifer shares how to make her favorite sandwich of all time. And here's a clue. Yep, I can hear the butter truck backing up right now to the loading dock. Deliciousness awaits ahead on Dinner Diaz. Welcome back to Dinner Diaz. We're celebrating the sandwich today. Who says they're just for shoveling in while you're stuck in the office? Our guest, Jennifer Daskovich, owner of Tampa barbecue restaurant The Devil Pig, is taking them to new heights with a bread-based banquet. Before the break, we roasted chicken and made 2 very different but equally delicious dishes, a Mediterranean sandwich on focaccia and a chicken salad sandwich on butter-grilled croissant. But now, it's time for your favorite sandwich of all time. Because we're not making just a grilled cheese here. We're making...
Well, I do love grilled cheese.
Who doesn't, but...
French does it right. We're going to do both a croque monsieur and a croque madame today.
I love it.
Which is basically just a grilled cheese with ham and cheese sauce, and it's amazing. So we started by making a simple bechamel. It's just a white sauce. It's a tablespoon of butter and a tablespoon of flour. You melt the butter, you cook the flour for about a minute, and then you put in a half a cup of warm milk, important warm milk, and then you mix it all together. And then you put in 2 tablespoons of Parmesan cheese just on your grater.
And we're bringing the microplane into this. The
My
microplane
favorite
is a
tool. You know me.
That's it, exactly. Because perfect for bringing in our cheese, perfect for the nutmeg as well. That just kind of...
Well, and nutmeg and Gruyere. You mentioned Gruyere was your
it's my
favorite cheese.
It's my
This is
favorite
a handy dandy way. And I already had put in some Gruyere. So it creates this beautiful cheese sauce. And so what we do, with that sauce, and this is why it's such a decadent grilled cheese, right? So we're gonna put it on both sides of the bread that go on the inside of the sandwich. And in a minute, we're gonna put it on the outside of the sandwich as well.
Love it.
So here, and then Black Forest ham, thinly sliced, about 3 pieces fanned out.
This has got to be about equal distribution. You got to make sure you're getting like bite for bite, everything's working for it, because that's what you want in a sandwich.
You're speaking my language,
you want to have a
mister.
bite of everything going with it. If you don't,
because there's not enough creamy sauce on there, and yes, I spilled a little bit on the side, but it's all gonna melt together and be beautiful. And because there's not enough cheese in, we're gonna put in a little bit more Parmesan cheese. And we're gonna put a little bit more Gruyere cheese. It has to be Gruyere with this sandwich. You can't substitute anything else.
nothing but the best. Come on
And
now.
what we're gonna do is we're gonna bake it and then broil it. We've got one in the oven already, but
Perfect.
we're gonna have you do the egg.
Perfect. Now I've already got a little bit of butter inside our pan here, a little bit of olive oil, and you already portioned out our eggs, so that way then it was easy for portioning.
Just to pour them in, yep. And go ahead and put the lid on it because that's gonna steam the whites.
Bingo. And you already put a little bit of some salt and pepper to it as well. It's
I
important.
put salt and pepper in the ramekin. Oh, speaking of salt and pepper, at the end of the last sandwich, finishing step on that chicken salad would be to salt and pepper it to taste. So make sure you don't ever forget the final level of seasoning.
Got it.
So here, the lid helps steam the whites so the whites get cooked. And we're just gonna kind of let those go for a minute. Are you ready for me to pull out the sandwich?
I think so. And while you do that, if you want to have this for your dinner, save on a plane fare to Paris by getting Jennifer's recipe at our website, DinnerDeeAs.com, where you can also find Jennifer's recipe for her delicious duo of roast chicken sandwiches we made earlier. Get your phone out, scan the QR code to head right there, right now. Look at this, though. Come on now. I mean, this is literally everything and that much more. Look how beautiful
Look
that
how
just
beautiful that is. So we would probably broil it a little bit more till it kind of gets kind of brown and crunchy on the top. But look at that.
came. You can't beat that part.
You really can't beat that part. How do the eggs look?
The eggs are coming along really nicely. I can
Almost
still
done.
almost done there. We're just going to make sure that they're steamed, and we're just, you know, again, trying to cook out all of that with that white, having that beautiful yolk that's just going to give that ooey gooey deliciousness that's
Ooey
happening.
gooey deliciousness.
That's it. So we don't want to rush that piece. Well, we've got everything. How important is it to have the tools around you to make sure that this is all done right within time? Because sometimes so many people are like scrambling to find all the stuff while they're making the sandwich. Make the assembly.
Well, and
Have
I keep
everything ready to go.
all like my microplanes, my whisk, my measuring cups, everything handy dandy and making it ready to go.
Perfect.
And look at that beautiful egg. I think we're
one
done.
is ready to go on that one. And
So you want to slide one right on top?
Let's go with
So this
that.
is a croque monsieur. When you add the egg on, and people have different theories about why the egg makes it a madame, I'm going to go with the wide-brimmed hat rather than some other things. But there, look at that beautiful croque madame.
Absolutely.
It's a sandwich, but you need a knife and fork with it. And I'm okay with that.
Sometimes that's okay. You gotta like
I'm
mix
okay
it
with
up.
that.
It's a dignified way to enjoy it.
Look at how beautiful that is.
It absolutely looks beautiful. I don't think I've ever found anything better between bread than what we've been making today, which is why I am excited that when we come back, it's taste test time when I get to dig into these dinner Deas.
All three.
Boom.
Boom.
All three. Welcome back to Dinner Deas. Today we've been celebrating the sandwich with Jennifer Dasovich, not only the owner of Tampa barbecue restaurant, The Devil Pig, but also a World Sandwich Champion.
World Sandwich Champion.
That is like a championship right there in itself. She's been sharing 3 recipes which could make you the winner of a delicious dinner. And if you make them, first, we roasted chicken for our Mediterranean sandwich with the garlic roasted chicken, with the focaccia, fresh pesto, roasted tomatoes, goat cheese. Plus, we use the same chicken to make a chicken salad sandwich with cranberries, toasted almonds, butter croissant. Come on now. Then, before the break, we made the ultimate indulgence, the croque madame. Now, I gotta ask you, I love sandwiches, and I love the history of sandwiches. Let me ask you this, though. What's the story of how the sandwich came about?
Well, there was a guy who liked to play cards, and he didn't want to take a break from playing cards, so he said, bring me some beef and bread. He was the Earl of Sandwich, and then everybody started saying, I'll have what Sandwich is having. and it became the sandwich. But of course, I believe that America, we took over the sandwich. Like we are the sandwich capital of the world.
We own it, and look at this, just going right out like that. Come on now.
Come on, pretty good. Crunchy, sweet, salty.
Out of this world. I'm going straight in for that bite.
Oh, I love a Mornay sauce.
All of this coming together right now.
Crunchy, creamy, heaven.
Incredible. And this is your favorite.
This is I love the croque madame, but
Okay.
this Mediterranean sandwich I make all the time.
Oh yeah. I can see why.
And with the big focaccia, it's great for a picnic.
And because it's a heartier bread, it can travel well with it. So if you are taking it somewhere and you're having individual portions to
And
it.
don't forget to freeze the extra pesto, and then you can pull it out anytime you need it.
And then you have it ready to go for it. I love it. All
And
right.
don't forget to season your chicken salad at the end. We forgot when we were making it together.
Hey,
but
we're having too much fun.
Little salt and pepper
It's
at
friends
the
coming
end.
back together. Cheers to that.
Oh my gosh, pretty good. Get that sweet burst of the cranberry.
And I got a little bit of that toasted almond right there. That was so fantastic.
Go sandwiches.
Go sandwiches. Exactly. Go sandwiches. Thank you
Who
again.
says go low carb?
No
Not
one
me.
should. No. Not when it comes to good sandwiches like this one. Thank you so much.
Thank
Jennifer,
you for having me
being
back.
Here. Her award-winning barbecue is available at her restaurant, The Devil Pig, and a link to her website is at dinnerdeas.com, along with all the recipes from today's show, plus a link to her previous appearance here when she made a very lovely lamb shake, which was out of this world fantastic. And if you make any of her recipes, send a picture and let us know. I'm Jeff Philbin. See you next time with more Dinner Diaz.